Hi everyone! Today we're going to go through 6 drawers in the kitchen and talk about the best ways to keep your drawers maximized for space and efficiently organized. Let's get started. Hey everyone, it's Caitlin Hennessy from Bits and Pieces Organized, your one-stop shop to make sure that you're organizing your home, not your home organizing you. This drawer is a great example of using 2 different types of dividers to bring together a space, as well as using inaccessible space at the back of the drawer to maximize your usable area. So you can see that we rarely use our whiteboard tape or our can opener covers, but those can be safely tucked back there out of the way, but also easily accessible if we need them. Not an area where I would put something that I want to use every day because it's kind of hard to get to. You have to pull the drawer out a little bit extra far. We used here on the left some snap together dividers that I don't love. I find that the small ones are really too small to hold most of our items, and the large ones sort of shift around. That's one of the reasons I made sure we had drawer liners. On the right hand side, we have these bamboo dividers that can shift around quite a bit. They are removable one by one. And we use those and put those together to basically create spaces for each individual item. We also used vacant space in the middle to store items that didn't fit easily into the containers. This drawer here is to the right of the other drawer, and this is our baking drawer. So you can see how we tried to group together like-minded items. On the left, we have cake decorating tools, the spatulas, and we have 2 different types of rolling pins. I actually have a few other rolling pins in another section of the house as well. Then we have our cake decorating items like our pipettes, as well as on the right-hand side, some fondue items. So you can see in this drawer, we actually just used a standard utensil holder that we were no longer using. And then we used that to store some other kitchen items. So just because you don't have utensils in it doesn't mean that you can't still use it. And you'll notice here, right in the middle, that is all of the different Silpats that I have. I think those are actually off-brand ones, but basically I roll them up and I keep them confined there after they're dry so that they're easily stored. And here's the granddaddy of them all, the utensil drawer. I want to talk a little bit about how I decided where to put the utensil drawer. I decided to put it here because right behind me is the dishwasher, which means that when I'm unloading the dishwasher, it's super easy to get the utensils back into the drawer. It's also directly below where we have the plates and the bowls stored, which means that when we're getting ready to set the table, it's a one-stop shop and we're not walking all over the kitchen to get the table set. Now, when we talk about the actual drawer divider, this is an expandable drawer divider I got on Amazon, made out of bamboo. Super handy. Grab your tape measure, measure the size of the drawer, always an important component, and then get one that'll maximize the space. You'll notice we even have room in here for our chopsticks and the pizza cutter, which is safely stored out of the way and out of the way of anybody getting a laceration. So you can see here, this is what I call an adjunct cooking drawer. It has all of the little items and the miscellaneous things that you need to cook on a daily or semi-daily basis. So for example, we have cheese graters in here, we have herb strippers, we have potato peelers, garlic presses, basting brushes, a can opener, a citrus juicer. These are basically items that we would use at least 3 to 4 or more times per week, and we need to have them easily available. I'm constantly editing and curating this drawer. The actual drawer dividers are a part of the set that was in drawer number 1, the bamboo dividers. It was a part of a larger package. And then I used the left-hand side there where you can see that this microplane is to create a vacant space for that larger cheese grater, which meant that I didn't have to give it a drawer divider all of its own. This is what I like to call the cooking drawer. And the purpose of this drawer, because of its location, is to have all of the items in it that I would need on the stove. So you'll notice that we have slotted spoons, we have spatulas, wooden spoons, anything that you would need on the stove top. And the reason I picked this location is because the stove is directly behind me. So everything is super easily accessible and right at my fingertips every time I cook. Another really great benefit of drawer dividers is that it makes keeping your drawers clean super easy because all you have to do is remove them. This is my baking drawer. It's located on the kitchen island as well. And it has all of my whisks, my spatulas, cake serving items, as well as some specialty whisks that are there kind of towards the back. I love to have this here because I do use these items in cooking as well, but it makes it super easily accessible and they're tucked out of the way. And now last but certainly not least is this super tiny drawer just to the right of our dishwasher. Some people would say, well, what do you do with a drawer this tiny? Well, putting all of your measuring spoons and measuring cups in this drawer keeps them safely tucked out of the way, and it also creates a space where you can have them without these annoying little attachments. So another quick tip is detach your measuring spoons. When they're like this, you use 1 teaspoon and all of a sudden you're having to wash the whole thing. Much, much easier to detach them and have them float freely. And that's much easier to keep organized if you have them all together in one small space. Thank you so much for sticking with us to the end. If you found this video helpful, please click like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more quick tips and helpful hints to keep your home organized.